Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Today we're going to tackle a challenging but important topic. It's not easy to discuss, but inshallah, it will be beneficial and informative for all of us. We're talking about the Alawites, also known as Nusayris, a group that has a major role in the Syrian region but remains largely misunderstood. As we know, the situation in Syria is heartbreaking, and our prayers are with all the innocent people affected by the conflict. My aim today isn't to get into politics or stir sectarian divisions, but to help you understand the historical and theological background of this group. This knowledge is crucial for understanding the dynamics of the region. Let's start with who the Alawites are. Historically, they are a small sect, primarily found in Syria, with smaller populations in Turkey and Lebanon. They make up less than 10% of Syria's population, but hold significant power, controlling much of the government and military. This dynamic, as you can imagine, has caused tensions. Now let's dive into their beliefs. Alawites are considered an offshoot of Shi'ism, but they're on the farthest fringe of the Shia spectrum. Within Shi'ism, there's a wide range, from groups like the Zaydis, who are close to Sunni Islam, to the Twelvers, the largest Shia group, and beyond them, you have the Ismailis. Finally, we reach the Alawites, who are even more distinct. One of their defining beliefs is the divinity of Imam Ali. While mainstream Shia Muslims revere Ali as the first Imam, Alawites go further, believing he is a manifestation of God. This belief is a major departure from mainstream Islam, both Sunni and Shia. Another unique belief is their view of the soul. Unlike the Islamic concept of heaven and hell, Alawites believe in the transmigration of souls. They think that when someone dies, their soul transfers to another body. If a person has lived righteously, their soul moves to a higher being. If not, it descends. This concept is strikingly similar to beliefs found in Hinduism and Buddhism. Alawite theology is also highly secretive. Most members of their community don't even know the deeper aspects of their faith. Only an elite group is taught the inner teachings, while the majority follow traditions without understanding the underlying beliefs. This secrecy has led to much speculation and, historically, persecution. Historically, the Alawites were isolated in Syria's coastal regions and marginalized by other groups. During the French colonial period, however, their fortunes changed. The French saw them as a useful ally against the Sunni majority and recruited them into the military, giving them access to power and resources. This military dominance eventually paved the way for figures like Hafez al-Assad to rise to power. The Alawites' current role in Syrian politics stems directly from this historical context. While they're a minority in terms of population, they dominate the government and military, a situation that has fueled resentment among other groups in Syria. It's important to understand that their beliefs combine Islamic elements with influences from Christianity, Gnosticism, and even Zoroastrianism. For instance, they believe in a form of the Trinity, with Ali representing the divine, the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, as the intermediary, and Salman al-Farsi as the doorway to divinity. These beliefs set them apart from mainstream Islam. Their rituals are also highly symbolic. For example, they use wine in their ceremonies, associating it with the blood of Imam Hussein in a way similar to Christian practices of communion. However, their theology remains largely hidden, even from their own followers. Historically, revealing their beliefs to outsiders could result in severe punishment, and this secrecy persists to this day. Over the centuries, the Alawites have faced hostility from various groups, including Sunni Muslims and Crusaders. Despite this, they managed to survive by maintaining their close-knit communities and adapting to changing political circumstances. The Alawites are a small, secretive sect with a complex history and beliefs that mix Islamic and non-Islamic traditions. Their rise to power in Syria is deeply tied to historical factors, particularly their alliance with the French during colonial times. While their beliefs place them outside the fold of mainstream Islam, we should be careful while discussing this sensitive topic. My goal here is purely educational, to give you a clearer picture of who they are and their role in Syria's history and politics. Let's end by making dua for peace in Syria and for justice to prevail for all its people. If you found this discussion helpful, please like, share, and subscribe. Jazakum Allahu khairan for watching, and Assalamu alaikum.